did Swaraj mean to them? What actually people were thinking? Were they actually acknowledged with the idea of Swaraj, or it's been directed that they are going to the Swaraj, and people, those who are fighting or those who are participating in the movement, they are going to attend these things, and they were totally unknown, and just as a participant they were participating. Was this the thing going on? Let us see. In the countryside, means in the rural area, rich peasants communities like the patidars of Gujarat. The patidars were like sahukars in Gujarat. Till the पाटीदार कम्युनिटी इज़ देयर, अभी भी बहुत रीच है गुजरात में. जो पाटीदार कम्युनिटी है, पटेल सरनेम लगाते हैं, पटेल लगाते हैं, गांधी लगाते हैं, और ये क्या कहते हैं, है एक सरनेम है. So Patidars and Gujaratis, these Patidars were rich people. They had their own lands and all. Were active in the movement. They were active. They were rich, but they were there in the movement. Being producer of commercial crops, they were very hard hit by the trade depression and falling prices. Now 1921 to 1930 was the period of depression. The prices were falling down on the international level. At this, when the prices were falling down, at that time, the rich farmers like Gujarat Patidars, and there were other farmers also in other part of the country, so they were facing the same problem. And as their cash income disappeared, they found it impossible to pay the government's revenue demand, and the refusal of the government to reduce the revenue demand led to widespread resentment. These rich peasants became enthusiastic supporters of the civil disobedience movement. They participated for the freedom? No. Their problem was, due to the depression on the international level, the prices of the crop was falling down, and they had a little cash in their hands after selling their crops. Now it was not possible for them to pay the taxes. And what was the civil disobedient movement? Like Ramchandra, don't forget him. Like Sitaram Raju, don't forget him also. And these are not the two people only, those who said not to pay the taxes. There were many others. So what was good for them in the movement, they picked up not to pay the taxes. So Patidar, they participated in the movement because they were with the aim that we have no money, we have little cash, and we don't want to pay the taxes. This is the, for them the fight for Swaraj was a struggle against the high revenue. For them, Swaraj means what? The struggle against the high revenue. These Patidar were not thinking of the freedom. They were thinking freedom from the taxes. Freedom from the taxes. But they were deeply disappointed when the movement was called off in 1931. In 1931, if the movement was called off, when it was on the peak, and Gandhiji made a pact with Viceroy Arvind and called off the movement. Now they participated for this movement, went for more than 1 year after the Dandi March. The actual movement started after the Dandi March. Dandi March was like the inauguration of the movement. For more than 1 year the movement went on. Gujarati and many other people, they participated in it to get freedom from the taxes. And now when Gandhiji called it off, no movement, so they were disappointed. So when the movement was restarted in 1932, many of them refused to participate. भाई ऐसा होगा, कभी भी आप मूवमेंट बैक ले लेंगे, छोड़ देंगे. सो दीज आर फ्यू मिस्टेक्स ऑफ महात्मा गांधी दैट ही हैज डन. द ग्रेटेस्ट मिस्टेक वाज नॉन कॉर्पोरेशन मूवमेंट. I feel, my opinion, take it as my opinion, that the call of non-corporation movement, when it was on the peak, whole country, everywhere people stopped working, how the government will run? At the same time, that was the time when Mahatma Gandhi's non-corporation was in full form. At the same time, there were many other agitations working, like Baba Ramchandra, Sitaram Raju. They were also on their peak. There are many names in South India also. They were also same way with weapon. Their movement were violent, but they were also protesting in the same way to the British. So this is how people turned. In the starting, they supported Mahatma Gandhi, but when it was called off, the movement calling it off, the reasons and the without attaining the success, when a movement is called off, while restarting, you need to give firm boost, otherwise it fails. That is why in 1934 when it started, 1932 when it started again, people did not participate. The poor peasantry were not just interested in lowering of the revenue demand. और जो लोग गरीब लोग थे उनको रेवेन्यू की कोई पड़ी ही नहीं थी, वो कहाँ रेवेन्यू पे करते थे. Many of them were small tenants cultivating lands, and they rented from landlords. As their depression continued and the cash income dwindled, the small tenants found it difficult to pay their rent. They wanted the unpaid rent to the landlords to be remitted. They joined a variety of radical movements, often led by socialists and communists. Now, जो छोटे किसान थे, जो बड़े किसानों से कर्जा लेते थे, उनको क्या चाहिए था कि बड़े किसान का कर्जा ही छूट जाए, जैसे आजकल है. अब महाराष्ट्र के किसानों को क्या चाहिए? कर्ज माफी चाहिए. तो whether it is a movement by BJP, whether it is a movement by Congress, whether it is a movement by Shiv Sena, they will join it. Their personal interest. Now people were participating for freedom also, but personal interests were also seen. Their personal interest, so small farmers were participating in all the movements, whether it is by communist, whether it is by socialist. So apprehensive of raising issues that might upset the rich peasant and landlords, the Congress was unwilling to support no rent campaign in most places. Okay, so the relationship between the poor peasants and the Congress remained uncertain, and ये कांग्रेस को पता था, कांग्रेस लीडर्स को तब की उनको पता था, इसलिए उन्होंने सोचा कि नो रेंट कैंपेन भी स्टार्ट करते हैं. व्हाट अबाउट द बिजनेस क्लासेस देन? अगर नो रेंट कैंपेन लिया तो जो रेंट पे करके खेती करते हैं वही आएंगे, बिजनेस क्लासेस. हाउ डिड दे रिलेट टू द सिविल डिसोबीडिएंट मूवमेंट देन? During the First World War, Indian merchants and industrialists had made huge profits and become powerful. Keen on expanding their business, they now reacted against the colonial policies and restricted business activities. Now, see, they were trying to expand their business now. Now, in the First World War, they became powerful, rich, they earned money, and now They wanted to expand their business, but these British policies were not allowing them. They wanted protection against the import of the foreign goods and a rupee sterling foreign exchange ratio that would discourage imports. To organize business interests, they formed the Indian Industrial and Commercial Congress in 1920. So कांग्रेस ने बिजनेस के लोगों को लुभाने के लिए, टू अट्रैक्ट करने के लिए इस मूवमेंट में क्या किया, इंडियन इंडस्ट्रियल कमर्शियल कांग्रेस की स्थापना की 1920 में, ताकि बिजनेस क्लास के लोग भी उनके साथ जुड़ जाएं. द फेडरेशन ऑफ इंडियन चैम्बर ऑफ कॉमर्स एंड इंडस्ट्रीज FICCI इन 1927, इसकी स्थापना की 1927 में, लेड बाय प्रोमिनेंट इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट लाइक पुरुषोत्तम ठाकुरदास एंड GD बिरला. अब ये जो इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट थे पुरुषोत्तम ठाकुरदास और GD बिरला, ये पॉलिटिशियंस नहीं थे, इन्होंने अलग से अपना इंडियन ट्रेडर्स का एक ग्रुप बनाया. दैट वाज नोन एज FICCI, फेडरेशन ऑफ द इंडियन फेडरेशन ऑफ इंडियन चैम्बर ऑफ कॉमर्स एंड इंडस्ट्रीज. And they supported the civil disobedient movement when it was first launched. They gave financial assistance and refused to buy or sell imported goods. Most businessmen came to see Swaraj as a time when colonial restrictions or business would no longer exist and trade and industry would flourish without any constraints, without any objections. Why this business class were participating? That their business will grow. If the colonial rule goes, the new rules will give them freedom. So business class को साथ में लेके चलना बहुत ज़रूरी था. But after the failure of Round Table Conference, see, business groups were no longer uniformly enthusiastic. अब राउंड टेबल कॉन्फ्रेंस भी फेल हो गई, उनकी डांडी मार्च भी फेल हो गया, उनकी 11 डिमांड्स जो थी इसमें इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट भी थे, वो भी पास नहीं हुआ. राउंड टेबल कॉन्फ्रेंस में भी कोई फ़ायदा नहीं हुआ. महात्मा गांधी वेंट, टॉक्ड किया, सब बात की, कुछ लेके तो आए नहीं. सो दिस ग्रुप FICCI was disappointed towards Congress because Mahatma Gandhi was the backbone of Congress. They were apprehensive of spread of militant activities and worried about prolonged disruption of business as well as the growing influence of the socialism amongst the younger members of Congress. Now they were afraid of Congress itself because Congress में कुछ ऐसे भी leaders थे, they were socialist and some were communist. ऐसे कुछ लीडर थे. So these people were afraid. That is why they stopped supporting Congress and Congress movements. The industrial working classes did not participate in the civil disobedient movement in large number, and that is why these people did not participated, and the laborers also not participated, except in the Nagpur region. As the industrialists came closer to the Congress, workers stayed aloof. But in spite of that, some workers did participate in civil disobedience in Nagpur, selectively adopting some of the ideas of Gandhian program, like boycott of foreign goods as a part of their own movement against low wages and poor working conditions. So कुछ जो लेबर्स थे नागपुर के, उन्होंने ये पार्टिसिपेट किया. उनका एम क्या था? फॉरेन गुड्स को बॉयकॉट करना. 1930 and dock workers in 1932 they also went on strike, railway workers. 1930 and 1932 में रेलवे वर्कर्स और डॉक वर्कर्स जो पीछे डॉक में काम करते हैं, डॉक यार्ड में, दे वेंट ऑन स्ट्राइक. थाउजेंड्स ऑफ वर्कर्स इन छोटा नागपुर टिन माइंस वेयर Gandhi caps wore Gandhi caps and participated in protest rallies and boycotted campaigns. है ना? From that Gandhi cap came into existence, in use. So गांधी कैप क्यों यूज हुई? एक वाइट कलर की कैप यूज की गई और वी आर दी फॉलोअर्स ऑफ गांधी, so we are presenting Gandhi, for that the cap was used and that is why it is called as Gandhi cap. And who started using it? Who started the movement with that? The Chota Nagpur mine workers. Instead of their regular hat, they wore a Gandhi cap, and that came into existence in 1932. But the Congress was reluctant to include workers' demand as a part of its program of struggle. It felt that this would alienate industrialists and divide the anti-imperial forces. Now Congress was not ready to support the laborers, बिकॉज अगर लेबर को सपोर्ट करेंगे तो जो मालिक है इंडस्ट्रीज़ के वो सपोर्ट करेंगे, पैसे देंगे कांग्रेस को? नहीं देंगे ना. सो लेबर्स को सपोर्ट करना अच्छा नहीं समझा कांग्रेस ने. अनदर इम्पोर्टेंट फीचर, सो इसका मीनिंग क्या हुआ? हाफ में छोड़ दिया. इसका मीनिंग क्या हुआ? लेबर्स आफ्टरवर्ड नॉट पार्टिसिपेटेड इन कांग्रेस मूवमेंट बिकॉज कांग्रेस वॉज नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन देयर इंटरेस्ट, इन देयर एम. उनका एम क्या था? सैलरी बढ़ाओ. सैलरी बढ़ाने वाले कौन थे? इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट. इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट किसको सपोर्ट कर रहे थे? कांग्रेस को. अगर वर्कर के साथ कांग्रेस मिल जाएगी तो इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट रहेंगे साथ में? नहीं रहेंगे. सो दे kept away themselves. Who? Congress. And another important feature of civil disobedience movement was the large scale participant women. During Gandhiji's salt march, many of the women came and participated, because ये मैंने पहले ही कहा जब salt हमने मार्च का देखा, that it was the striking issue for women. That is why large number of women came and participated. Many went to jail. In urban areas, these women were from high caste families. In rural areas, they came from rich peasants' household, and moved by Gandhiji's call, they began to see services to the nation as a sacred duty of women. Okay, so women participated, and yes, this increased the public role. The public role did not necessarily mean by any radical change in the way of the position of woman was visualized. Gandhiji was convinced Gandhiji was convinced that it was the duty of the woman to look after the home and hearth, be good mothers and good wives. And for a long time, Congress was reluctant to allow women to hold any position of authority within the organization. It was keen only on their symbolic presence. Till that time, कांग्रेस में women नहीं थी. आफ्टर दांडी मार्च उनका सिंबॉलिक रिप्रेजेंटेशन स्टार्ट हुआ. उनका स्टार्ट हुआ. The limits of civil disobedience. Now, what are the limits of civil disobedience? That how they became so powerful. You see, one such group was the nations. There were many social groups, and concept of Swaraj was being conducted at that time. Untouchables, who from around in the 1930s had began to call themselves Dalit or depressed. For long the Congress had ignored the Dalits for fear of offending the Sanatanis. So for long time Dalit issues were not taken by Congress, not even by Gandhiji, and Congress members were not taking the issues. But with what fear? Sanatanis, that Hindus. So Dalits were not taken. Congress had ignored the Dalits for the fear of Sanatanis, the conversation high caste Hindus, but Mahatma Gandhi declared that Swaraj would not come for 100 years if untouchability was not eliminated, thrown out. He called untouchables Harijan. and so this untouchability shall not be practiced. Who said? Gandhiji, and he called them Harijan. So, or the children of God organized satyagraha to secure them entry into the temples and access to public wells, tanks, roads and schools. He himself cleaned toilets to dignify the work of the bhangis, the sweepers, and persuaded upper caste to change their heart and give up the sin of untouchability. But many Dalit leaders were keen on different political solution to the problems of community. But Dalit leaders जो थे तब बहुत ज़्यादा थे, ऐसा नहीं था कि दलित लीडर नहीं थे. गांधी जी could not become the leader of the Dalits. Why? Because already when they came in full form, already they had their leaders. Afterward, Gandhi ji and Congress started talking about the Dalit. When they started fighting for their freedom. So they began organizing themselves, demanding reserved seats in the educational institution and separate electorate that would choose Dalit members for legislative councils, and political empowerment they believed would resolve the problem of their social disabilities. Dalit participation in the civil disobedience movement was therefore limited. और इसके लिए दलित जो थे, इंडियन दलित, उन्होंने सिविल डिसोबीडियंस में हिस्सा नहीं लिया, क्योंकि उनके जो लीडर्स थे वो ऐसा सोचते थे कि हमें अलग से राइट मिलने चाहिए. वो उसे क्या कहते हैं, जो अभी दिए गए हैं उसे क्या कहते हैं, आरक्षण. टू गिव सेपरेट इलेक्टोरल institutions and separate seats in the legislative assembly. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, who organized the Dalit into the depressed classes association in 1930, clashed with Mahatma Gandhi at the second round table conference by demanding separate electoral for Dalits. And Dr. B.R. Ambedkar demanded for separate electorate. हमारा separate electorate होगा, यहाँ पे दलित लोगों का अलग से इलेक्शंस प्रोसेस होगी, उनका अलग से एक लीडर दलित का जाना चाहिए. मतलब व्हाट डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब अम्बेडकर वाज डिमांडिंग, डू यू नो, और द दलित वेर डिमांडेड. सपोज एक गांव में 100 पीपल है, 100 में से अगर 30 दलित है तो दलित अपना नेता खुद चुनेंगे, बाकी 70 आप चाहो अपना नेता चुन लो, पर दलित का नेता उसी इलेक्टोरल में एक एक्स्ट्रा होना चाहिए. एक अगर एमएलए चूज होता है तो एक दलित एमएलए भी चूज होना चाहिए फ्रॉम दैट. अगर दलित कम है तो 2-3 इलेक्टोरल एक करके एक चुन लेना चाहिए. दैट वाज B.R. Ambedkar, and he had clashes with Mahatma Gandhi. When the British government conceded Ambedkar's demand, Gandhiji began a fast unto death. And when British government considered, British government said अच्छा ऐसा है दे दो, इनको सेपरेट से दे दो. महात्मा गांधी ने फास्ट लिया unto the death, आमरण उपोषण, कि ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए, सेपरेट नहीं करना चाहिए. महात्मा गांधी थॉट दैट दलित आर द पार्ट्स ऑफ दिस नेशन ओनली, सेपरेट मत रखो उनको, है ना, नहीं तो वो सेपरेट से जम्मू कश्मीर हो जाता. एंड ही बिलीव्ड that separate electorates for Dalit would slow down the process of their integration into the society. Unity नहीं रहेगी. Ambedkar ultimately accepted Gandhiji's position, and the result was Pune Pact of September 1932. It gave the depressed class, later to be known as scheduled caste, reserved seats in the provincial and central legislative councils, but they were to be voted by the general electorate. उनको जगह मिली, बट कैसी मिली, टू बी इन जनरल इलेक्शन. वो जनरल इलेक्शन उनको जीतना है, सेपरेट इलेक्टोरल इलेक्शन नहीं जीतना है कि ओनली दलित वोट करेंगे, ऐसा नहीं, सारे लोग वोट करेंगे. एक एमएलए पोस्ट के लिए एक दलित भी हो सकता है, हिंदू भी हो सकता है, मुस्लिम भी हो सकता है, उसमें से लोग जिसे भी चुने. दैट वाज द पूना पैक्ट इन बिटवीन डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब अम्बेडकर एंड महात्मा गांधी. सो इन 1932 reserved seats in provincial and central legislative councils, and they were general electorates. The Dalit movement, however, continued to apprehensive of Congress-led national movement, but still they did not participated. Dalit did not participated in Congress movements. Some of the Muslim political organizations in India were also lukewarm in their response to the civil disobedience movement by Congress. Muslims also not participated. After the decline of non-corporation Khilafat movement, a large section of Muslims felt alienated from the Congress. They separated. And from 1920, the Congress came to be more visibly associated with Hindu religion nationalist groups like Hindu Mahasabha. And by 1920, Congress was mostly seen as a Hindu party. As the relation between Hindus and Muslims worst, they went worse and worse due to the leaders, separate leaders were there. Hindu-Muslims communal clashes and riots in various cities. Every riot deepened the distance between the two communities. और फिर हिंदू मुस्लिम्स में